Good evening, wrestling fans. Before we go to the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan, for this week's episode of AWL Hontai, we have some massive breaking news, and I cannot believe this is actually going to happen, finally. The votes have been cast, the documents have been signed, the laws have been enacted. Intergender wrestling is back in the Animated Wrestling League. In all jurisdictions where we run our shows, intergender wrestling is once again legal. And we are going to be celebrating next week with a special two-night event that we can only possibly call one thing: the Animated Wrestling League presents Equal Rights and Equal Fights. Yes, we're making the big jump, the big upgrade to WWE 2K25, and we do ask that you bear with us during the inevitable growing pains as we continue with this big transition. But for the last time from 2K23, this is the Animated Wrestling League. And I promise you we will get to the inside of the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan a little bit later. This is security camera footage from earlier tonight. The mistress of 1,000 holds in the purple and black, Akira Merune, attacking one half of the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. An attack from behind as she was coming. Oh god, that's concrete! That is goddamn concrete. This is after jumping Amy Wade and Lady Frost last week, and that actually will lead to our main event tonight. It's going to be a rare grudge match in the main event. But this, not part of the wrestling portion of our program tonight, folks. This is a flat-out assault and a mugging in the backstage area. Amy Wade trying to defend herself here, but Akira Merune, who has been begging, has been pleading, has been gone frankly out of her freaking mind, looking for this one-on-one match. Oh Christ! Concussion City. The Animated Wrestling League does not condone this sort of action. And of course, the attack last week, the Joshi Tag Team Champions were here in Japan from Canada, defending the Joshi Tag Team Championship successfully, I might add. As floating champions, they have the right to be here, but this is not what anybody asked to see happen. It's ridiculous nonsense. The Commissioner's going to have to say something about it, but we need to get to our actual card tonight.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by White Tiger and Spring Tiger, the tag team combination of Red Tiger and Blue Tiger, the United Tigers Auxiliary.
Last week, White Tiger, aka Majiku 2, just confirming I'm allowed to say that. White Tiger, aka Majiku 2, impressive in defeat against the AWL Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen, who will be defending her championship and hunting the mask of her own herald in the Black Tiger cage at the season finale. Tonight, the other two Tigers, Red and Blue, will have a massive old school challenge, and I mean Season 0 originals. All this is part of the audition process for the Unified School of the Tiger Style.
And their opponents, making their whispering from the human psyche, the original tag team, Yin and Yang!
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It has been a terrible season for Yin and Yang. Yes, they have found new alliance with the great and devious Ultramantis Black as part of the Yokai Butai, along with the Spectral Envoy as auxiliary branches of that organization. Ultramantis with his tendrils, his feelers everywhere in this company. but they have yet to find a 2-on-2 victory this season. Yang, on the other hand, has been more worried about staying out of the Bottomania danger zone. At the moment, it seems like she has. But that could all change tonight. This is a battle of the generations. The first generation, Yin and Yang, versus the newest Reiwa generation in the United Tigers Auxiliary. Bang the gong, the match is on. We know that White Tiger, aka Majiku 2, is in Bottomania. She will have to fight to save her career. And I think that will be her final exam for getting into the Unified School of the Tiger style. Spring Tiger watching, evaluating. And I know how frustrating that is. Grab of the neck now by Yin of the light side of the human psyche going up against Blue Tiger. We know very little about Blue Tiger and Red Tiger. They both seem to have very similar, very Joshi Kuroretsu styles. They've started to incorporate elements of the Tiger style. Cover here, one. And an enthusiastic kick out by Blue Tiger. And that's that fighting spirit in these kind of matches that you're not really expected to win. These sort of showcase matches for the rookies. And because this is our first actual match tonight, we do need to go over the card for the rest of the evening. In the main event, it's a grudge match. Everything goes. We also have tag team action for the men. The Black Tigers versus Ningen Damashii. Ultramantis Black in the corner of the Emerald Dragon against Templario. Big deal coming up there. And rank may be on the line. I'm not entirely sure. Shiroke Kitsune, the White Bird Fox, versus the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi. That match is up next. Tag made to Red Tiger. Yang has yet to be legal in this contest. Kick to the midsection. Rear waist lock by... Well, you've got to think in this situation a challenger dynamic. There's a senpai-kohai relationship here. Great takedown by who I will consider skilled beyond her years, Red Tiger. And I love the attitude of the United Tiger Auxiliary. You can't seem to get booked here unless you're wearing a tiger's mask, so we're going to basically make our own. But we're not going to actually claim to be real tigers. There's no stripes on these masks. We are rookies in this style. And a Red Tiger lock, almost like a variation of the STF, and an immediate tap out. Yin is out. Red Tiger picking up a victory. Yang never legal, but Yang picking up a loss. Take a look. I think have I seen that hold before? Definitely a variation of the STF.
The United Tiger Auxiliary.
An impressive win that actually brings the United Tiger Auxiliary onto the plus side of the ledger at 2-1 this season. That actually makes them tied with the female Black Tigers, a team I can almost guarantee we are never going to see tag teaming again. So I would say that makes them the second most dominant Tigers tag team in AWL Hontai, only behind Spring Dream. First of two matches where Ultramantis Black will be in the corner of one of his Spirit Force, the Yokai Butai.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Shiginamori, accompanied by the great and devious Ultramantis Black, representing Yokai Butai, he is the number 3 ranked in the AWL Best 4, Shiroke Kitsune.
Well, we now know rank not on the line here. However, this is a preview of our ladder match that will be coming up at the end of the season. At the season finale, the brands will cross over. The best 4 will fight to climb the ladder and claim an undisputed #1 contender's contract. And we will see if the fox can outclimb the human.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Yokohama, Japan, he is the leader of Ningen Damashii, and the number 2 ranked in the AWL Best 4, the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi.
The Cyborg, Shiroke Destroy, and the Canadian Kid Canada will also be in that 4-way ladder match for an automatic shot at the season premiere for the winner against the AWL Grand Champion, whomever that may be. Whitebird Fox versus the Scion of Submission. Bang the gong, the match is on. This is a scouting opportunity and a beautiful spinning side slam. A white hole, if you will, a white hole slam from the Whitebird Fox. Is going to be looking, using that Fox-style pro wrestling, of which he is the only known practitioner. And again, white hole slam. Gonna try and fly. Maybe use those educated back paws. Yes! Knee drop. Into the cover. 1, 2. Only 2, but pretty close. Very quick into the match. Short matches so far tonight. Dominant performances in the Animated Wrestling League on AWL Hontai 477. Episode 480 is the season finale. Collar and elbow tie-up as we return to... going for the rope. I thought he was going to go for a corner there. He does not. As those Fox-style kicks start to get laid in, Shiroke Kitsune a desperate shove to get out of the bad position. Chiba Akagi now looking for an elevated bow and arrow lock. One of the most gifted submission wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. Member of the vaunted bumper crop of 2015 rookies. That's right, 10 years on the AWL active roster. Chiba Akagi. Going up. Kitsune no Unme! The Fox's Destiny, we're calling that. Bit of sneaky style as well, learned from his tag team partner, the Great Tanuki. Reversal, kick to the midsection. Sorry, kick to the thighs. That's very smart, trying to take the legs out. Maintains the hold of the ankle to get that twisting leg drop. Shiroke Kitsune in trouble. Chiba Akagi may be looking for the manji. No, wait a minute. He's going for his own variation of the Kyubi Nejire. That is a psychological tactic. That is psychological warfare that only gets a 2 count using the Whitebird Fox's own signature maneuver, his own finishing maneuver, is Hisatowaza against him. And now looking to slow down the pace. He's got the legs hooked, looking for that double arm wrench, and dang, I just nearly threw my own arm out, imitating what that would look like. Oh, blockbuster! 7 minutes and change remaining. Going for a modification now with the figure 10 hold, the Juji Gatame. And now Chiba Akagi reminding us all he is not a one-trick pony, but sometimes that second trick is the one that blows up in your face. The big splash does not connect. Shiroke Kitsune tries to get back to it, going back to the graps. For Chiba Akagi, that is smart. And another variation of that bow and arrow lock, occasionally of... Now, if this was Nelson, that would be a version of a dungeon lock. But this is an interesting variation there by... Oh, and there's the kicks again. Striker versus Submission Master. That is what you're seeing here in AWL Hontai. And you're going to see which of these styles will be superior when the ladders come out and we have to climb, grab the briefcase. Ushigoroshi! Have you ever seen a fox kill a bull? Great reversal there, almost Ricky Steamboat-esque from Chiba Akagi. 6 minutes and change remaining, and up round. Yep, he's got the manji. He's got it locked. The manji gatame, one of the most powerful submission maneuvers in the history of Japanese wrestling, locked in by the scion, the son, the heir apparent of all submission wrestling, Chiba Akagi, the leader of the Ningen Damashii. Drop kick to get him out of trouble. Shiroke Kitsune not safe in the ropes here, running. Oh no, he is safe. Great reversal, backcracker. Now that's interesting. Shiroke Kitsune should not be going for holds here, in my opinion. He should not try to submit Chiba, Akagi should be doing exactly this, using those Fox-style kicks. This is what he's so good. He switches to the other leg. Switches from the right to the left. And kablamo! One good right. Shoots the half. Gets into the position. 1, 2. And he does not hook the leg. That was a mistake.
Open takeoff. 5 minutes. 5 minutes tops.
You're halfway through the time limit in this 10-minute, one-fall match. Both men looking for position here. Oh, we saw the imitation earlier. Here's the real thing. Kyubi Neshire! He Satowaza Kyubi Neshire. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2.999 ad infinitum. How are we going to finish this off? Chiba Akagi has got to be on his last legs here, fans. And leg drop. Are we going to win it with a leg drop? Who wins the wrestling match with a leg drop, honestly? Well, the White Bird Fox does. Shiroke, Kitsune, Yusho. That was that fake Kyubi Neshire earlier. That's the receipt with the Fox-style kick. Blam! Followed by the Kyubi Neshire, the real one. And the leg drop for the 1, 2, 3.
Here's the domino. Shiroke, Kitsune.
Shiroke Kitsune. He does not advance in rank, but he has the psychological edge going into the ladder match. Now this is a little interesting. This is almost an interpromotional match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring runs the Shinomori, accompanied by the great and devious Ultramountain Black. Representing Yokai Butai, the Emerald Dragon.
And to the surprise of absolutely nobody, the great and devious Ultramantis Black has something he would like to say. Oh, okay, an 8-wrestler, 8-promotion gauntlet match at the season finale. Well, what promotions and what wrestlers? Well, for the gauntlet match, Ultraman is throwing down the gauntlet, saying that his Emerald Dragon will be representing the league. An interesting choice with so many of our titles on the line at the finale. A former champion, and a great former champion, is a logical defender, a logical representative for the company. And now a little bit of the Imperial rule being stretched to its limit.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, representing CMLL and the United Empire, accompanied by the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, the noble knight of the Empire, Templario.
And now, oh, he's got a mic too, why not? Oh, bit of a dig at Emerald Dragon from Will Ospreay. But we have our second entrant, the gauntlet thrown down, the gauntlet picked up, the gauntlet match at the season finale. Templario will represent both the United Empire and, more importantly, the oldest professional wrestling organization in the world, CMLL. So the Emerald Dragons facing off against one of his 7 opponents in a gauntlet match at the finale. This is going to be good. Bang the gong, the match is on, and this is going to be a clash of styles physically, but not in terms of wrestling. Both these men accomplished high flyers. Oh, nice spinebuster there by Templario, ironically grounding a fellow flyer. course, he's been hanging out, wrestling with and against the legendary Mystico recently, and I believe he's at the moment 1/3 of the CMLL Trios champions is Templario. The Emerald Dragon, another member of that bumper crop of 2015 rookies, so a 10-year pro in the Animated Wrestling League. Emerald Dragon is also in the record books here in the Animated Wrestling League. He is a Triple Crown champion, a winner of the Grand Championship, the AWL World's Tag Team Championship, and he is a former winner of the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's Tournament German Suplex. Let me see if I can double check which tournament he won. Emerald Dragon is a 2-time Oshogatsu Taikai winner, 2024 and 2016, but that is no match for what is called the Sword of the Spirit, and Ultramantis looking a little unhappy with that, because that Sword of the Spirit very reminiscent of his own praying mantis bomb, and maybe going for a second version. No, big back body drop, as that amulet of transmogrification glows around the neck of the dragon. One and only one. Empowered, activated by Ultramantis Black, but with a tribute to his original trainer, the first AWL Dragon, with the Dragon Drop. Of course, Dragon, our first ever champion of the Animated Wrestling League. Now retired, the head trainer at our dojo. Less than 8 minutes remaining in this 10-minute time limit finale preview match we now know. 8 different promotions. We know the Animated Wrestling League is one. We know that CMLL is one. We can only assume organizations like New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling will be sending representatives. High cross body block by the Emerald Dragon. 20 count on the outside, of course. AWL official Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, making sure that the rules are adhered to as they should be in this league. Ultramantis having to watch his dragon get thrown into the steel steps. Templario with enough experience in New Japan Pro Wrestling with the United Empire that he knows how the 20 count rule works. Great backdrop driver there by Templario. Seems to be wrestling a more grounded style than we usually see out of him. Maybe to counter the high flying he knows will come from the Emerald Dragon. Power bomb from a man who should not be able to do that. 1, 2. Named after the Knights Templar of antiquity. Up, down, there we go. Jumon casting the spell of La Mystica. The La Mystica picked up, no doubt, from Mystico, who, as I record this, oh, wait a minute, Dragon Drop number 2. We saw Dragon Drop number 1 earlier. That was number 2. Maybe, what? Snapdragon! One of his own finishing maneuvers, the Snapdragon. 1, 2. The deep, deep repertoire of techniques that is the Emerald Dragon. Now dropping what looks to be a figure 4 headlock with an elbow strike. Now notice at no point in this is Emerald Dragon going for that mask. He respects the Lucha Libre tradition, as we all do here in the Animated Wrestling League. Dragon Drop number 1. Somehow Templario still moving. He might be, yeah, what is he looking for? High angle, backstabber. He calls that the wages of sin. And the wages of sin are death. Or at the very least, the loss of a professional wrestling match. Which is pretty much the same thing as death when you think about it for more than 2 seconds.
Here is your winner, Templario.
CMLL with a victory over the Animated Wrestling League, and I hate to say that, but it's true. Tag team desperation here from both teams.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger Justice.
Black Tiger Justice, a champion with no title belt. He has lost everything that he betrayed the Unified School of the Tiger style in order to obtain. And he's still got this cocky attitude, still wearing the cool looking leather jacket. But we all know it's all facade at this point. He and his partner at 2-3 this season, if I'm right about that. Yeah, the Black Tigers, 2-3 coming into tonight, -1. This is a must-win match, essentially, for the Black Tigers. If they want to have any shot at dragging themselves kicking and screaming into the Forge the Four tournament, proving their worth to Black Tiger Queen, assuming she's even still the Joshi champion after the Black Tiger cage match at the season finale. Campeonato contra Máscara. Lucha de apuestas. So one of only 3 belts, and it's not even a defended championship, it's a tournament victory prize in the hands of the partner, the big man.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring also from the Black Tiger Dojo.
His partner, dude.
The 2025 Oshogaku Saikai Yushousha Giant Tiger.
Oh good, we finally updated the graphic, that's nice. That's right, the 2025 New Year's Tournament winner. Part of the most dominant run of any faction we have ever seen in this league, holding every championship, winning every tournament. Now we do have the Natsu Taikai, the summer tournament that will be coming up over the course of the summer. Over the course of July and maybe into August. We don't have the exact schedule yet. Things are going to get complicated in real life that may affect that, but Black Tiger Queen's Natsu Taikai belt will be on the line, essentially. She'll have to win the tournament again, assuming she's still active in the league after the Black Tiger cage match. As always, the Black Tigers taking their sweet time to come to the ring individually as part of their unjustified belief that they deserve to be the center of attention of the universe.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring, tag team combination of the beautiful boy, Templario, and the deathmatch veteran, Akuko. Together they are Ningen, Damashii,
And the master of the sartorial arts, Ikementaro. Apparently this ensemble is called Leading the Blind. Please tell me, is he going to keep that on when he wrestles? Because that would actually be kind of funny. I don't think he is. Oh, thank goodness. Bang the gong, our semi-final match of the evening is on. Satoshi Tobu taking control with the headlock in the right hands. Russian leg sweep from the deathmatch veteran, a graduate of the AWL dojo, as is Ikementaro. Both recruited by Chiba Akagi, who's going to be in the #1 contenders ladder match at the finale. And great counter wrestling into that powerbomb by Ikementaro, who's learned so much working with Chiba Akagi and, of course, Satoshi Tobu, and even William Styles. You know, William Styles, who we haven't seen since his, well, really a couple of high-profile losses, and he just seems to have dropped off the face of the earth. he's still under contract for the AWL, so he should be here. I don't know what's going on. 14 minutes remaining. The tag is made, and the Giant comes in. Maybe tag out to Satoshi Tobu here, but a bit of fighting spirit, a little bit of the human soul, the Ningen Damashii, the Tokon. And the drop kick of the Giant goes down. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Oh, wait a minute, going after the leg of the former AWL Grand Champion. As a former Tag Team and Intercontinental Champion, oh no. Inverted body slam, face first onto those black protective mats. Those are only about an inch or so thick. And that's more to protect the floor of this rented arena from the wrestlers, and is to protect the wrestlers from the floor, I should say. But a great standing STO tag made. That standing STO we know adopted from Chiba Akagi. That was one of his favorite moves at one point, essentially bequeathed to the new guy. And oh! Furious blows, Black Tiger feint kick into the corner. Black Tiger Injustice in complete control of the match here. But Satoshi Tobu, tough as old shoe leather. Oh, you can. Oh, he's biting him. He's biting the mask. I can't condone that kind of action. He might even try to sink his teeth into the eye hole there. The mask of a luchador, of course, is sacred. The tag is made as the beautiful boy, Ikementaro, takes him down. A reverse facelift, essentially, going up to the top rope. Ikementaro is going for that. Wait a minute. What's happening? Something just hit the ring. Someone just hit the ring. Where'd he go? I can't. There was somebody there. And wait a minute. Black Tiger Buster. The lights are back. We saw those technical glitches last week in Ningen Damashi's match. But Satoshi Tobu coming in, and I don't know. There's some kind of commotion in the crowd. I didn't see who that was. But somebody coming through interfering in the match. The referee didn't see it either. There's nothing she can call here. And now Ikementaro in trouble with the inescapable Black Tiger Salt knockout. Honestly, I think this should be a no contest. Someone or something interfered in this match, setting up that Black Tiger Buster, but I didn't see it. I don't think the cameras caught it, and the referee didn't see it either, so this is all the referee saw was the clear knockout.
Here are your winners, somehow, the Black Tiger.
Well, officially by referee stoppage, but the Black Tigers even look confused. They'll take the win at this point, but something is going on with Ningen Damashii. And something is going on in our main event. We saw the Backstage Brawl earlier tonight. That's going to keep this one-on-one. Akira Merune ejected from the building.
The following contest is a grudge match. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from I really don't want to know where. The most dangerous woman on the roster. Shinda. Akuko.
We haven't had one of these in a while, so let's review the rules of the grudge match. This match is unsanctioned. Knockout only. There's no time limit and everything goes. There will be no official record of this match in the win-loss records, and the AWL is not legally liable for anything that happens over the next several minutes. The dominant half of Dominant Submission, one of the most powerful, just not even wrestlers, but fighters in the Animated Wrestling League, Shinda Akuko.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Imperial Iceland, representing the Great White North and All Elite Wrestling. He is one half of the Animated Wrestling League, Joshi Tag Team Champion, Lady Frost.
Just getting it out of the way, looking at the numbers, Lady Frost comes into this match with a career record in the AWL 14 wins, 6 losses, ratio of +8. Her opponent, Shinda Akuko, 15 and 19, a ratio of -4. So +8 meets -4. Bang the gong, the grudge match is on. No pinfalls, no submissions, no time limits, knockout only, no ring out, nothing. All techniques are legal. The Animated Wrestling League is not legally responsible. All parties have signed the paperwork, the hold harmless agreements. Amy Wade is receiving medical attention at a local medical facility. Akira Merune has been kicked out of the building, at least for the rest of the night. So this is just down to the tag team partners. The AWL commissioner has agreed there will be a match between them at the finale, because we need to end this one way or another. We need a decisive ending. And wait a minute, up at the top, down. Yeah, that's the kind of recklessness I think we're going to see quite a bit of in this contest. Shinda Akuko, her offense is all based around the head, neck, and shoulders of her opponents. She uses moves that have been banned in a bunch of different jurisdictions. Vertebraker, pile driver. All designed, oh god, going straight for the hammer. Countered. Powerbomb position, Lady Frost able to get out of it. Lady Frost, the queen of murder gymnastics. Emphasis tonight on the murder! Oh god, going after the leg! Oh god, it's gonna tear ACL, MCL, ABC, XYZ, whatever you've got in there. All those ligaments are gonna be destroyed. And a neck breaker to follow. Maybe thinking temperature drop. Well, yeah, there we go, the temperature drop. Normally she'd go for a pinfall out of that position. But Lady Frost is pissed. She's got that sledgehammer. Oh god, now go for the arm! She's gonna break her arm. Oh god, Shinda Akuko. Oh god, back to the knee. I have no idea how Shinda is standing. But there's not a lot of force behind those elbows. Enough. There we go, that's a bit more like it. That's more gravity doing. Oh god, now she's got the. Oh god! Into the ribs! The knee title provides some protection, but not much! Christ! That sledgehammer is so dangerous. That's meant for breaking rocks, not skulls. Yeah, I think she's hurt. I think Shinda Akuko is really hurt here. Temperature drop, knockout, the referee with no option. Yeah, the knee looks bad. Not one, but two temperature drops.
Ugh. Here is your winner, Lady Frost.
That's not a victory in the win-loss records, of course. But Shinda Akuko, I would not be surprised if we learn that she's going to be out for a long, long time. Next week, two-night affair, equal rights and equal fight. We'll see you then. Korede, kimarida.